Well, we are just a little less than 2 weeks from this year's Recovery Reinvented, and KX News is proud to sponsor such an important community event each year. So in today's KX Conversation, we are joined by Dr. Joseph Lee, who is the president and CEO of the Hazelton Betty Ford Foundation. Dr. Lee, thank you so much for joining us today.
Absolutely. It's a pleasure to be with you.
Well, you are now this year one of the keynote speakers for this year's Recovery Reinvented, and that will be October 25th. So what can people expect to hear from you that day?
Well, this is the 5th Recovery Reinvented event. It's on October 25th. It's live at the Bismarck Event Center, and it's live stream. So there's many options for people to attend. And we're going to have a lot of exciting speakers. One of the speakers is me, and another is Dr. Valerie Earnshaw, who actually did a study doing a survey in the state of North Dakota. It's called North Dakota Addressing Addiction Survey, and we're going to find the results of that survey. It's really important to know that the state of North Dakota has tremendous champions for recovery, and it starts with First Lady Catherine Burgum and the governor. They're concerned about the entire state, including Native American communities, and this is a great time for the state to get together, check a pulse of how the state is doing through the pandemic and with addiction issues, and unite to see what kind of solutions can be brought forth together.
Very good, very good. And you have an incredible wealth of experience, especially where youth are concerned. So what are some of the key concerns now when discussing the differences between youth and adult addiction?
Well, I think people are seeing across the country, and I'm a child psychiatrist by training, and so my orientation is always much more of a family style approach, and we see young people and families struggling across the country. And it's not just the pandemic itself, it's the duration of the pandemic, the toll it's taken on their development, their schooling, their activities, their socialization, their outlook for the future. And so we see young people falling through the cracks with regard to mental health issues, and always coupled with that are increasing substance use issues. And these substance use issues that arise in young people will stay with them for a number of decades without treatment, and we'll lose a number of them. You know, the overdose rates in the state of North Dakota jumped last year. I think it went from 79 to 119 or something like that. And those are preventable deaths. And those things are things that we can help with. And treatment is a part of that, but so is community support and connecting. And so is really lowering stigma and the threshold for getting help for people to talk about it. And that's going to affect families and young people in particular.
Yeah, very good, very good. So you encourage anybody to go here. And like you said, it's going to be live in person as well as streamed online, right?
Absolutely. It's a free event, and it's a great place for people to be able to connect, share stories of hope and recovery, and make it easier for people to access help and talk about their own journeys. We know this is everywhere.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Dr. Lee, for joining us today. We do really appreciate it and look forward to this year's event.
Absolutely. It's a great honor. Thank you.